guys, we're going to do a little bit more clock stuff today. This is lesson 7.4. It goes with pages 159 and 160 in the packet if you are following along in the packet. But I just want to preface with saying this is a little bit harder. I think you guys are so smart and you guys are very capable. So I just wanted to start by reminding you that it's okay if it's a little tricky, and it's really hard because Ms. Doyle doesn't have the clock she would be using in the classroom. So I'm also going to link in the email that I'm sending your parents some clock videos that might be a little bit easier to be able to understand telling time to the half hour, because I don't really have the right clock for it. But I'm going to try my best to see if we can figure this out. So what we're going to start with today is, we already know up here, this is always a 0, 0. What you're also going to learn, which I think a lot of people might already know, down here, does anybody know what time this is? If this is 0, 0, I wonder what time this is going to be. If we're halfway through the clock, if we're going from here to here, we're halfway through, well, there's 60 minutes in 1 hour. We should already know that. 60 minutes in 1 hour. If we're halfway through, how many minutes has it been? It's been 30 minutes. So when the tall hand, the skinny tall hand is up here, 0, 0. When the skinny tall hand is pointing at this 6, skinny tall one, it means 30. Oh, so now we already know today we're focusing on half hours. Half hours. So something 30. Just like how yesterday we were working on 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4, blah, 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 blah. Today we're working on 1:30, 2:30, 3:30. Now, explaining how to figure out what hour it is hard. But we're so smart and we're going to try our very best. So I'm going to start by this time, making it kind of a thicker, shorter one. Okay. Do you see how the hour is in between the 1 and the 2? It's in between. Now, which number am I going to pick? Is it 1:30 or 2:30? Miss Doyle's hint: when we are going with 30s and you're in between two numbers, always, always, always pick the smaller number, no matter what. Even if it looks like it's closer to the 2, always, always, always pick the smaller number. It's just how clocks work. You just get, if it's between two numbers, you pick the 1. If it's between the 3 and the 4, what number would you pick? The 3, because it's smaller. What about if it's between the 9 and the 10? You're always going to pick the 9 because it's between the 2. So right here, this time right here is 1:30. I'm going to try another one. What about this one? Trying to make this a thick guy. There we go. Okay, let's look at it. Everyone decide on your own. What time do you think this is? Well, I'm looking, and we're in between the 4 and the 5. And Miss Doyle says, do we always pick the bigger number or the smaller number? We always pick the smaller number. So what time is it? It's 4:30. So that's kind of all that I can really help you guys with for this lesson today, because I can't really show you how the clock moves, but I am telling you the hands, they always go this way. I'm sorry, that was a squeaky noise. They're always moving this way. And you always, no matter what, even if it looks, but Miss Doyle, it's so much closer to the 2. I promise, you always have to pick the smaller number. If you're in between a 10 and 11, you always, always, always have to pick the 10. The only time it could get tricky is if you're in between the 12 and the 1. I know that the 1 is smaller, but you gotta pick the 12. The 12 in this circle, it's kind of meant to be like a 0. Okay? When you're looking at it, it's like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, or it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's a little tricky, but I'm hoping you guys understand this. I'm gonna link, as I said before, I'm gonna link a video as well. I believe the homework pages should be okay for you guys. You're gonna be in between two numbers. Always pick the smaller number. I'm gonna do number 9 right now just to show us so that you can see. Oops, I should never erase that, but whatever. Number 9 is kind of like what I was just saying. Now, number 9, you're in between two numbers, but like what Miss Doyle was saying, you're always kind of picking the number that's this way. So you're gonna pick the number that's technically, I know 12 isn't smaller, but in this kind of situation, it's like it's playing a 0. So if you're in between a 12 and a 1, it's the only time it doesn't really work. It's the only time that you're going to pick the 12. So this time is 12:30, but this is something that you guys will work on a ton more in 2nd grade, and I can keep practicing it with you guys, and I can put some more clock practice on Seesaw to help you guys, but I'm hoping this helps. Thank you.